Okay, we are on Module 5, Lesson 2, on the What Do You Remember Day. So you're going to try this by yourself, and then when you're ready, come back to it. So this What Do You Remember is right here, and we're starting with groceries. So let's take a look. A grocery store charges $6 for every 2 boxes of a certain cereal. We're going to complete it. So 2 boxes is $6. And I'm going to count by 2's going up. So 2, 4, 6, 8. To get from 2 to 4, I multiply by 2. If I multiply by 2 on top, I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. So 6 times 2 is 12. To get from 2 to 6, I'm going to multiply by 3. So I'm going to multiply by 3 to get here. 6 times 3 is 18. Then to become 8, I'm going to multiply by 4. So down here, 6 times 4 is 24. Let's check this next problem right here. A hotel advertises vacation packages on its website, and it charges the same amount per night. The table shows the total cost of stays for different numbers of nights. What is the unit rate per night? So I know in 2 nights, it costs $210. But we just want to know 1 night. So I put 210 over 2, and I want to change that 2 into a 1. To make my 2 into a 1, I'm going to divide by 2. Divide by 2 on the bottom, I'm going to do the same thing on the top. 210 divided by 2 is 105. So 1 night is $105. Now down here it says 5 nights. So I'm going to take my unit rate that I wrote right here, and I'm going to rewrite it. So $105 for 1 night, but I want to make it 5 nights. So this would be 1 night and 5 nights here. The labels have to match up. So if the night's on the bottom here, the night has to be on the bottom here. To make my 1 into a 5, I'm going to multiply by 5. If I multiply by 5 on the bottom, I'm going to multiply by 5 on the top. And when I do 105 times 5, I get 525. So it is $525 for 5 nights. The table shows the number of beads a jeweler used to make bracelets. Each bracelet used the same number of beads. So let's complete the table. So 2, 3 would be there, and then 4. So if I look down here, we need to be keeping it equal here. So 2, to get to 4, I have to multiply by 2. So down here, I have to multiply by 2. 32 times 2 is 64. We are going to put it right over here on this graph. Our first one, I'm going to run to 2 and jump to 32. I'm going to run to 3 and jump to 48. I'm going to run to 4 and jump up to 64. And that's good that it's in a line, a straight line. So we're going to write a ratio that shows the number of beads necessary to make 1 bracelet. However, it didn't have 1 on here. But if I write this out, I have 2. And this is bracelets over 32 beads. And I want to have 1 bracelet, so I'm going to write 1 on top. To make 2 to be 1, I'm going to divide by 2. 32 divided by 2 is 16. So I need 16 beads. But it says number of beads to 1 bracelet, so 16 to 1. How many beads would the jeweler need to make 10 bracelets? So, if going off of this, to make 1 into 10, I would multiply by 10, and that would give me 10. If I multiply by 10 on top, I have to multiply by 10 on bottom. 16 times 10 is 160 beads. And our last part. Each week, Sachi has 3 soccer practices that each last 45 minutes. Write the unit rate, minutes per practice. So each of them are 45 minutes, and we're going to do minutes per practice, so minutes go on top. So I have 45 minutes per practice. So it's already down to a unit rate for us there. Then find the total time she practices soccer each week. So I'm going to write 45 minutes per one practice. And she practices 3 times a week. So 3 practices. To make 1 into a 3, I have to multiply by 3. So on the top, I'm going to take 45 times 3. And I get 135 minutes. So 135 minutes per 3 practices. So she's going to be practicing a total of 135 minutes. If you want to write that in hours, that would be what? 2 hours and 15 minutes.